So I was going to start this video off by saying, yes, the Russians have finally gotten access to their own endgame active protection system, at least for the time being. And I mean, why not? We already have the well-known trophy APS found with the Merkavas, the VT4A1 having its own, and of course, the best APS currently in the game, the Iron Fist found with the Black Knights. But here's the thing. Is active protection system still worthwhile in the top tier environment? Well, I would say we're gonna find out in this video, but let's be honest here. It's the dev server, which means nothing is final. What you're seeing today might be different compared to when we get it in the live server. It might work a bit better. It might be worse. Hell, Gaijin might even take it away, which I highly doubt because that teaser looks so good with this thing. So yeah, please take everything I'm going to be talking about with a huge grain of salt because again, things might change. And if you don't agree with these changes, guys, go over to the forums, let Gaijin know, and who knows, your change might come through and you can make the game better. Oh, and to add, please keep in mind, there's not going to be much gameplay in this video. It's going to be mostly a talking head. So if you're coming in here to see like, oh, Justin's playing the T-72, yeah, I'm sorry, guys. Again, this is a talking head. I do have some clips I'm going to show you that I did take during my live streams to showcase its capabilities against some more common threats. But you can bet, once the live server drops, this might be the first vehicle I cover as part of that major update. Oh, and one more thing before I do forget this. I understand a lot of people might get a little upset when I don't compare it to its IRL counterparts. I don't know why I have to explain this, but it's War Thunder. It's a game. I know I mess things up when it comes to IRL stuff because I don't like to relate it too much unless it makes for a good conversational piece. But for the time being, I'm only talking about what I see in front of me, which happens to be in War Thunder. Cool? Cool. Now, with that being said, let's talk more about the T-72B3M and compare it against its predecessor here, the original T-72B3, which I had open first. Now, when it comes to functionality between the two, they are nearly identical. Let's go through the X-ray really quick. As you can see, it has the exact same armor layout with the added exception that this has less protection when it comes to its ERA. I'll get into that in a quick moment. Let's talk about mobility first. As you can see, it's the same. In fact, it even weighs the same. 1130 horsepower engine, the 92S2F, as you would find with the original one, it's the exact same thing. When it comes to its reverse rate, it's the same, 60 going forward, 4.2 in reverse with only a single gear too. You have the same auto loading mechanism, which is actually pretty funny. I'm hoping Gaijin fixes this a little bit and ties it with the ring here, but we'll get into that a little bit later. It's the exact same thing, same firepower, except that you actually have the armor kit integrated into the vehicle, not part as of a module, which is pretty interesting, I think. But then again, as you can obviously tell, you don't have access to the slat armor. Now, I know this might be a controversial take, but I don't really care much for this because the only times you're going to be getting hit in the engine by a heat round is either by some sort of missile, which is where we have the APS to come in, or some sort of stock player. And the somewhat uncommon newbie player who somehow thinks bigger number is better for his heat round? Oh, come on, we've all been there at some point, okay? Bigger number doesn't always mean better, especially at top tier. Unless you're firing a Chrysanthema missile or something, in which case you're kind of boned anyways. Just saying. Tough SOB too. But moving on, the T-72M shares the exact same optics as you would find with the original T-72B3, right? 4 to 12 times, you have great gun handling, up to 40 degrees a second for both horizontal and vertical guidance. It's the exact same thing. Oh, and please don't do that. Take a shot every time Justin says same thing because, come on, I don't want to be responsible for you going to the hospital. But let's talk more about this, the active protection system. It is the Arena M, at least as it's specified right now. It's not complete, of course. Threat velocity 70 to 1,000 meters a second. I want to go ahead and equip the original one, the Drozd, which you would find with the, where is it actually? I know you're around here somewhere. Come on. Here we go, the AMD one. I'll take a look at this really quick and compare it. Okay, so this one is 70 to 700 meters per second, and it only covers the top part of the vehicle with a plus 40 degrees protected horizontally. And vertical, it's only plus 20. Okay, so it's not that great. When it comes to this, you get a full 360 degree protection when it comes to the entire vehicle itself. Or at the very least, plus 40 degrees around the entirety of the vehicle. But in the gameplay bit, I feel like that might be a little off, at least for right now. And the cool thing is you actually get a lot of protection, 3 pieces per shot. I think you have 4 zones that are being covered with 3 shots each. And reading deeper into the actual system itself, yeah, 12 pieces, that does make sense. 40 millisecond reaction time with a rearm time of 0.3 seconds, meaning that if someone launches a missile in succession and they're pretty much hugging each other, you can potentially overwhelm the APS on this. But as you'll see in the gameplay bit, that's not always the case. But with that also being said, let's jump over to the clip I was able to get during my live stream and kind of just showcase it for a little bit. And I'll give you guys my final thoughts afterwards. Oh, here comes a spike. Actually, that's interesting. So it can eat spike missiles. Send it my way again. Throw some more. There you go. Yes. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Too many. Too many. Too many. Too many. That's when you know someone's pissed. Just. I'm gonna try brimstones. Yes, brimstones. Let's do it. It's too fast. It likely might be too fast. Here it comes. I just ate a bunch of brimstones. Yeah, I mean he's got 18 of them, so I'm sure he's gonna unleash hell upon me. But I can tell you what, it works a lot better than trophy for some reason. So I went ahead and moved it over to the test drive right here, because if you didn't already know, you actually have an area to test active protection systems. This little circle right here, if you sit inside of it, that M901 is gonna be throwing some tow missiles at you, which, you know, they can kind of act the same as everything else. Let's see it coming. To my side. There we go. To the rear of the vehicle now. Just like that. Let's go to the right side of the turret. And it's done. Yeah, this is gonna be interesting. Imagine that Gaijin actually fixes APS a little bit after they introduce this. That would be a lot of fun. Also, don't mind the cheekiness of the live streams. Listen, that's where you get the unhinged, completely different Justin you would find here on YouTube. Now let's talk about the realistic part of this vehicle. Is it going to change anything? No. In fact, I don't think it will in the slightest. It's a T-72B3. What do you expect? At the end of the day, you want to use a vehicle like the T-72B3M, which I would like to see a new variant of it, like the 2023 one that I believe has a better transmission, which allows for what, up to 30 kilometers in reverse? I mean, the T-80 is already a nutty vehicle as is. Imagine if it had better mobility. But I still think it's safe to say that this might just be a little bit of a gimmick. Yeah, I get it. APS is nice. I really enjoy it. It's going to be great against Hellfires, spike missiles, as you saw, maybe even against Brimstones. I feel like the angle of attack was, you know, a little bit overprotected, if that makes sense, when it says it's only plus 40. But I guess the angle that those missiles were coming in did make a bit of sense. But you still have all the vulnerabilities you would find with a regular T-72. You're not going to be reversing anytime soon. You're not going to be able to survive too many hits on the side. And let's be real here, the T-80 has a slightly better survivability rate compared to the T-72s when it comes to getting hit in their sides. I tend to pop a little bit more often in these vehicles as opposed to the T-80, which can eat everything almost. And to top it off, you have that 7.1 second reload. Every second counts. And when you have almost everybody firing 5, 6 seconds or 4 in some cases, you're really going to be at a huge disadvantage. But saying that, I am a huge fan of the T-72s. You can bet I'm going to be getting this for myself. Again, it might be the very first video we drop because it's fun. It's not meant to be efficient or beautiful in that sense. It's supposed to just work. And that is exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to be putting this old workhorse most certainly to work. But with everything you saw in this video, is this a worthwhile vehicle? Did Gaijin have to throw this in here as a way to say, hey, we want something nice too? I mean, you guys are getting the F2, you're getting, you know, some SPAA. Let me give you something that might, you know, level the playing field a little bit. I don't think this is going to be like an SU-30 moment, that's for sure. I mean, think about it. The update was called Hornet Sting, and yet the star of the show, I think, was the SU-30. But I'm still curious. Let me know in the comments what you guys think about this vehicle, whether or not it's going to be worthwhile or not. And while you're swinging on down there, don't forget, the live streams over on Twitch, as you saw earlier. The link is down below in the description, alongside my 3% discount link. If you buy anything in the War Thunder store, which there's quite a few premiums, use that link, would you? I get paid, you save money. Gaijin doesn't see that 3%. What's not to love? No, really. And if there's anything else you want to see from the dev server, let me know in the comments and I might just cover it for you. Cool? Cool. But anyways, that's all I got. Guys, as always, thank you so much for taking the time to watch this. I will see you not only in the next video or even the streams, but most certainly in a somewhat different environment for the next release. So stay tuned for that. And I'll see you next time.